If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. NBA fans, brace yourselves. A massive storm may be brewing in the Bay Area, and it's not the kind that ends with confetti and champagne. One recent social media post from an NBA champion has sent shockwaves through the basketball world, sparking rumors, igniting debates, and potentially signaling the beginning of the end of a historic era. And unfortunately, if these hints are as serious as they seem, it could mean very bad news for none other than Stephen Curry himself. We're not talking about rumors from anonymous insiders. We're talking about a public, visible, and cryptic message from a champion, someone who's been to the mountaintop, dropping a bombshell that has the entire Golden State Warriors fanbase on high alert. The post was short. It was vague. But the implications? They're massive. Let's break this down: what was said, who said it, and what it could mean for the future of one of the most iconic dynasties in NBA history. It all started when a former Warrior, a champion, someone who helped shape Golden State's legendary run, took to social media with a message that caught everyone off guard. The post? Just 4 words. It's almost time. Again. No context. No tags. Just that. But here's the twist: the post came with a backdrop image of a burning bridge, dim lighting, and a blurred photo of Chase Center in the distance. Combine that imagery with those haunting words, and suddenly, the internet went into a frenzy. Fans immediately started speculating. Was this a shot at the Warriors' front office? A cryptic goodbye to the dynasty? A message that someone major, maybe even Steph himself, is on the verge of a shocking decision? The player in question? None other than Andre Iguodala. That's right, the veteran leader, Finals MVP, and key piece of Golden State's title runs, dropped what could be one of the most chilling and revealing posts in recent Warriors history. And based on everything we've seen in recent months, it might confirm what some feared all along: the Warriors are preparing for life after Steph Curry. Now, before we go further, let's get one thing clear. Steph Curry is not done. He's still playing at an elite level. He just averaged over 25 points per game last season, continues to draw double teams every night, and is still arguably the most dangerous shooter the game has ever seen. But greatness doesn't last forever, and what's happening behind the scenes might be pushing Steph toward a reality he never wanted to face. Reports around the league have already hinted that the Warriors' front office, led by new GM Mike Dunleavy Jr., is quietly rebuilding the roster. They've been shopping veterans. They've let trusted players like Klay Thompson test the waters. There's even been buzz that Draymond Green's contract could be moved in the right scenario. But what if the real plan isn't about trading everyone around Steph? What if it's about moving past Steph? Let's go back to Iguodala's post. It's almost time. Again. The word again is important. It suggests a repeat. A cycle. And that points us to something major. The Warriors already went through a reset once before. After Kevin Durant left. After Klay got injured. After Steph had a lost season. They tanked. They got James Wiseman. They retooled. But now, the signs are there that another reset is coming. Jonathan Kuminga has reportedly been labeled untouchable. Moses Moody is being prioritized. There are whispers that the Warriors are even exploring the 2025 draft as their true relaunch point. Why? Because that's the year many believe Curry's role will change dramatically, or even, shockingly, end altogether in Golden State. Could Iguodala be hinting that Steph's exit isn't a matter of if but when? The idea of Steph Curry in anything other than a Warriors jersey feels wrong. Blasphemous, even. He is the franchise. The baby-faced assassin who transformed the team from bottom feeder to dynasty. But make no mistake, even legends get pushed aside when the business side of the NBA takes over. Remember what happened to Michael Jordan in Chicago? What happened to Dwayne Wade in Miami? What happened to Russell Westbrook in OKC? Sometimes, the story doesn't end the way the fans want. And what's even more chilling is that Steph himself may already know. In recent interviews, he's been more reflective, more cautious with his words. In one podcast, he even said, "If they believe the best way forward is without me, I have to be realistic about that." Wait, what? The two-time MVP, four-time champion, greatest shooter of all time, saying he has to be realistic about being pushed out? That's not normal Steph talk. That's a man who sees the writing on the wall. A man who knows that legacy means nothing in the NBA when cap space and rebuilds take priority. And it gets worse. Steph's close relationship with Draymond Green and Klay Thompson has been the emotional glue of this dynasty. But now, that glue is cracking. Draymond's off-court controversies have created tension with the front office. Klay is reportedly unhappy with the team's lowball contract extension offers. And Curry? He's caught in the middle, trying to stay loyal, trying to win, but slowly realizing that his core is falling apart. What happens when the people who made you feel invincible are suddenly gone? That's the reality Steph may be facing. And Iguodala's message could be the warning sign that everything is about to change. Let's talk about the front office. Since Bob Myers stepped down as GM, a lot of fans have questioned the direction of this team. Mike Dunleavy Jr. inherited an impossible situation: aging superstars, a bloated cap sheet, and young talent that still hasn't fully developed. His job? Choose a direction. But choosing a direction means making painful decisions. If you're Mike Dunleavy, and you believe the Warriors cannot compete for a championship as currently constructed, what do? You trade veterans. You let go of icons. You think long-term. And Steph Curry, as unthinkable as it sounds, is the biggest name and biggest asset they could eventually part with. Now, don't get it twisted. There's no guarantee Curry leaves. He could retire a Warrior. He could retool the team one more time. But the moment Andre Iguodala, a man who knows that locker room inside and out, hints that another chapter is coming, you better believe he knows something. Let's not forget, Iguodala is tight with ownership. He's been in front office meetings. He's been groomed for a role after retirement. So when he posts something cryptic, it's not by accident. The NBA is a cold business. Players like Kobe, Dirk, and Tim Duncan were lucky to retire with the same team. But even they saw years of struggle. Steph might not want to go through that. And the Warriors? They might not want to pay for it. So what happens next? Well, here's the scary part. If Steph feels the team is no longer committed to winning now, and instead focused on youth, he could ask out. He wouldn't do it lightly. He wouldn't do it loudly. But quietly, respectfully, behind closed doors, he could go to management and say, "If you're not going to chase rings,